Hi, I'm Lorraine with Velocity Merchant Services. This tutorial will explain how to perform all the basic functions on your Nurit 8020 wireless terminal, including how to swipe credit and debit card transactions, void a transaction, enter a tip amount, and batch your terminal. Let's get started. Before we begin, make sure you've connected your terminal to a power source for at least 12 hours to charge. This will ensure that your battery is 100% charged and ready to go. Check out our Getting Started video, linked below, if you need help. Once you're sure the terminal is ready, you're going to use one of your own credit cards to run a test transaction. First, we'll swipe a regular credit card. Swipe the card with a magnetic stripe facing towards you, towards the front of the terminal. Press the red menu button since the card is credit. Enter the last 4 digits of the credit card account number. Press Enter. When the screen prompts Credit Sale Amount, key in the amount of the transaction. The decimal point is inserted for you. So, for example, $1 would be 100. Then press Enter. With the 8020, you can choose to have your customer sign on the screen using the provided stylus. Have your customer sign, then press the Enter button when finished. If you prefer, you can bypass this feature by pressing the red menu button when prompted for a signature and printing a paper receipt that your customer can sign and return to you. If this receipt is printed, be sure to keep a signed copy for your records. Press any key and the customer copy of the receipt will print. Now, let's review how to process a debit card. Again, start by swiping the card with its magnetic stripe facing towards you, towards the front of the terminal. Since the card is debit, press the Enter button. When the screen prompts Debit Sale Amount, key in the amount of the transaction. The decimal point is inserted for you. Then press Enter. If the customer would like to receive cash back from the register, they will need to enter the dollar amount, then press Enter. If the customer does not want cash back, just have them press Enter to bypass the screen. Have your customer key in their personal identification number, then press Enter. The first receipt will print. There's no need to sign since this was a PIN-based debit transaction. Keep this receipt for your records. Press any key to print the customer's copy of the receipt. Now, let's say you made a mistake when entering the transaction dollar amount, like entering too many zeros. You can go back and void a previous transaction and then rerun the transaction at the corrected amount. Keep in mind that you cannot void a transaction run as debit or EBT. Only cards run as credit can be voided. From the home screen, press the down arrow until the terminal displays Credit Void Sale Account. Swipe the card attached to the transaction you're trying to void. Key in the last 4 digits of the credit card number, then press Enter. The screen will change to Credit Void Sale Amount. Key in the amount of the void, then press Enter. Have your customer sign on screen using the included stylus, or press the red menu button to bypass the Sign on Screen function. If bypassed, the terminal will print your copy of the receipt that the customer will have to sign. Then, press any key for the customer copy of the receipt to print. If you're a restaurant, salon, or any other type of business that needs to accept tips as a form of payment, please see our Nurit Solutions video as linked below. Finally, let's talk about batching. Batching your terminal is the process that takes your day's transactions and electronically sends them off to your bank. It's good practice to batch your terminal every single day, unless no transactions were processed, as older batches become stale and affect your rates. All Nurit 8020s are set to be manually batched. Follow these instructions to ensure your funds are expediently deposited into your bank account. Press the blue F key. Hit option number 2 for batch. Press Enter twice. Once the batch process is complete, the terminal will print out a report showing you a list of the transactions and a grand total of sales that you have processed throughout the day. To power off your terminal, press the F key and the on-off button at the same time. You now know all the basic functions necessary to operate your Nurit 8020 terminal. We hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any further questions about how to use your terminal, or questions about credit card processing in general, please call Velocity Merchant Services at 888-902-6227 or visit us online at getvms.com.